Since the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq in 2003, nearly 140 journalists have been killed over there. Among them, 2 employees for Reuters who were killed not by insurgents, but by members of the U.S. military. Now, today, a video was released that shows exactly how the 2 men died and also paints a bigger picture about modern-day warfare. RT correspondent Christine Frizzau joins us live now from the newsroom with our top story. Hi there, Christine.
Hey, Dina, this was the much-anticipated Wikileaks video. Wikileaks.org is the whistleblowing website that publishes sensitive information that's been leaked to them by contributors, and those contributors' identities are never revealed. This video shows a disturbing attack back in July of 2007, the aftermath of which WikiLeaks calls a murder cover-up by the Pentagon. It's both a front-row seat and a bird's-eye view to modern-day warfare. What you're seeing here is what Apache pilots with the U.S. Army saw as they flew over eastern Baghdad on July 12, 2007. A group of people walking. Included in that group, 2 employees for Reuters news service, 40-year-old Saeed Shmam and 22-year-old Namir Noor al-Din. Namir was considered one of the best photojournalists in Iraq. Their names were added to the video here by WikiLeaks for clarity as they carry their cameras, not what the pilots think they saw.
Hotel 26, Crazy Horse 18, have individuals with weapons.
Moments later, they're attacked.
Light them all up.
202 traffic, 260.
Come on, fire. Keep shooting.
But in news reports like this one in the Washington Post, the attack was launched because the people had, quote, been directing machine gun fire and rocket-propelled grenades at U.S. soldiers. According to WikiLeaks, one of the most disturbing aspects of this is the behavior of the pilots.
Oh, yeah, look at those dead bastards. Nice.
Here you see Saeed from Reuters, clearly wounded, trying to crawl away. But the pilots still seem to want to injure him more.
All I gotta do is pick up a weapon.
Even someone who's crawling, prostrate, on the ground, wounded, they are looking for an excuse to kill.
Julian Assange, editor and co-founder of WikiLeaks, released the video at the National Press Club in Washington in hopes that the rules of engagement in war will be questioned and changed. He says this video shows how some military personnel treat war like a video game.
Where's that van at? Right down there by the body.
It seems to me that the attitude of the pilots is this is another day at the office. This is what we have been doing for weeks and weeks and weeks.
As the attack continues, you see this van pull up and a man get out to carry away the body. The pilots see this man, too, as a threat.
Yeah, we're trying to get permission to engage. 1-8, engage. Clear. Come on. Clear. Clear. We're engaged.
It's later discovered there are 2 children inside the van. You can see them being carried away by soldiers trying to get them medical help.
Magnet radio, aggressive 34, zone 208 for zone 1.
In an Army press release put out the next day, it says, quote, there is no question that coalition forces were clearly engaged in combat operations against a hostile force.
Oh, yeah, look at that, right through the windshield.
And Dina, I did contact both the Pentagon and the Army press office to hear their response to this video. Well, neither of them returned my calls or my emails. Still, WikiLeaks hopes at the very least this video will illustrate to people the realities of modern-day warfare and perhaps in the future hold those making the decisions much more accountable.
Now, Christine, typically when WikiLeaks gets information, they post it immediately. But this video they've had for quite some time. I spoke to one of the co-founders about this earlier, but I also wanted to get your take on why they may have held on to it this time.
Well, a lot of times, you know, when they get stuff, it's given to them by someone on the inside of some organization, and they pretty much trust it, and they post it right away. Well, they are not revealing, of course, where they got this video, but they wanted to make 100% sure that they had double-checked and triple-checked their sources to make sure all the facts were straight. I also want to mention the 2 kids that were in that van. They didn't die. They were both pretty severely wounded, but they were able to survive that attack.
And I also want you to remind our viewers how many people were killed in total in these attacks that occurred back in 2007.
Including the 2 Reuters journalists, 12 in total. They say that the others were
insurgents, but that's just something that we may never know.
Now, do we know anything about what happened before this attack?
Based on Army reports, there's a couple different stories. One of them is that there was small arms fire heard, and they were going out to see where it was coming from so that they could retaliate. News reports, as I showed in the story, also showed that some of these people that lived on the ground were actually insurgents and pointing their weapons at the U.S. Army. That, of course, is something that we never see in the video.
Now, have we heard any reaction from Reuters now that this video has been released? I mean, they had been searching for answers ever since this happened, since 2 of their employees were killed.
Well, this video was unencrypted by Wikileaks, and certainly the people that work for Wikileaks say that they were, very close in touch with those in Reuters. But I know it was very frustrating because Reuters filed a Freedom of Information request right after this happened. That was in 2007, and today, April 2010, is the first time this video has been shown.
RT's Christine Frizzell bringing us that report.